Hi everyone, welcome to the CD Cave. I'm Jack Burial. I'm back with another video, and today I'll be showing my Beatles uh, discography. I think I'll be doing that bit by bit, is going through my different bands and artists and showing what I do have from them as of now. And I think I'll post a video maybe every week, maybe two a week, depending how busy I am. Uh, so I hope you'll enjoy those. I'll do part one in this video, and then I'll do part two next week on the solo albums of the members of the Beatles, which I have quite a few of those too. And so hope you enjoy those videos. And before we tackle that, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Hit the like, leave a comment down below. I enjoy reading them. And for this episode, I'm wearing a special hat. It's got the bladder cancer logo and it says Survivor. It was a hat that was given to me by a dear friend of mine a couple of years ago. So thank you, Jack. I was a cancer survivor, going on 8 years now. So I'm glad to be alive and to be able to do videos and buy CDs and listen to my music every day. That's what I enjoy doing, and I'm glad to be able to still be able to do that. So to get going, the first CDs that I ever got from the Beatles were in the late 80s, and was the Beatles Red 62 to 66. They're double CDs, they call the fat box, and then Blue, which is 67 to 70, which is the one I did listen to the most because I do prefer the later Beatles period. Two great CDs, great compilations, great to have. But after a little while, it just wasn't enough for me. So I decided, well, it was time to start picking up their studio albums, which is what I started doing. And first one I picked up was Beatles Sgt. Pepper. Great album. A lot of great songs on here. The title track, Little Help from My Friends, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Getting Better. Yeah, Good Morning, A Day in the Life. Just a great album. 1967, Sgt. Pepper. Then, was probably my favorite, I think, or at least one of my favorites, but it could very well, I think, be my favorite, which is Revolver. I think this was the second one I picked up. Great tracks on here. Taxman, Eleanor Rigby, I'm Only Sleeping, Yellow Submarine, Dr. Roberts, Get You Into My Life, Tomorrow Never Knows. Just love the artwork on this too. Another one I have is another great CD too, Soundtrack, which is Help. Great tracks on here too, Help, The Night Before, You Gotta Hide Your Love Away, Ticket to Ride, Act Naturally, Yesterday. Yeah, Help's great Beatles CD. Next, another great album, Abbey Road. Which is definitely one of their best albums. Also, the cover is kind of iconic. Come Together, Something, Octopus's Garden, Here Comes the Sun, Me and Mr. Mustard, yeah, Golden Slumbers, Carry That Weight. Yeah, awesome stuff here. The next one is Beatles for Sale. Not one that I listen to very often, but it's there when I do want to listen to it. I'm a Loser, No Reply, I'll Follow the Sun, Words of Love, Honey Don't, Every Little Thing. Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby, which is, I think, my favorite song on here. 1964 for sale. Next, another soundtrack, Hard Day's Night. Another great album. The title track's a good song. I should have known better. If I fell, tell me why. Can't buy me love. Things you said today. Yeah, I'll be back. Also from 1964, Hard Day's Night. Next, Let It Be. Bit of underrated album, I find, by a lot of the fans. It's a great album. Two of Us, Dig a Pony, Across the Universe is a great song. Let It Be, of course. I've Got a Feeling, The Long and Winding Road, Get Back. Yeah, from 1970. Let It Be. Next, what can you say about this one? Referred to as Beatles White. I have the $5 version. I've had the CD for quite a few years now. This, as far as double albums go, this is great. Back in USSR, Dear Prudence, Glass Onion, The Continuing Story of Buffalo Bill, But Always Standing in a Rosa, actually a pretty good song. Mother Nature's Son, Everybody Got Something High Except Me and My Monkeys, a cool song. Helter Skelter, Revolution. Just great stuff here. Birthday, Beatles White, classic. Next, Magical Mystery Tour. Title tracks, also Full on the Hill. Your Mother Should Know, I Am a Walrus, Hello, Goodbye, Strawberry Fields Forever, Penny Lane, All You Need Is Love. This is often referred as a soundtrack. I think they actually said this was actually a studio album now. With the Beatles, another older one. Yeah, I've Got to Go, All My Lovin', Little Child, Please, Please, Mr. Postman, Roll Over Beethoven, Not a Second Time, I Want to Be Your Man. Yeah, in the early days, they did quite a few covers. They did them quite well, too. Next, another 2 CD set is Beatles The Masters, which is Volume 1, and Past Masters Volume 2. Most of these dishes that I own are all from the same company. Polymore, I think they're called. Day Tripper, We Can Work It Out, Paperback Writer, Lady Madonna, Revolution, Get Back, Across the Universe. Yeah, it's got a lot of their previously released stuff on here. Love Me Do, She Loves You, Yes It Is, I'm Down. All this stuff is produced by George Martin also. Next, Please Me, Please Me. Another older one. Don't listen to the older ones as much, but still enjoy having them. Please, Please Me, Love Me Do, A Taste of Honey, There's a Place, Twist and Shout, 1963. Another quite a few covers on this one too. Another soundtrack, Yellow Submarine. This is actually the last one I picked up from the Beatles. I held off on this one for quite a while, but I found it at a good deal, so I picked it up. It's got Hey Bulldog, Eleanor Rigby, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, All You Need Is Love, When I'm 64, No Worry Man. This is mostly all songs that previously appeared on other albums for the soundtrack, but Yellow Submarine. Next, Rubber Soul, which is a lot of people's favorite album from the Beatles. One I listen to quite frequently. Drive My Car, Norwegian Wood's a good song. Nowhere Man, Michelle, I'm Looking Through You, In My Life, Run for Your Life from 1965. Rubber Soul, great album. And one picked up, I think it was last year, I picked this one up, which is the Beatles Live at the BBC, which is also a 2-disc. It's got the Apple logo there on it. It's kind of cool. This one has like 34 songs. This 2 has 35 songs. It's got all their classic songs, and I think it's got stuff that hadn't been released yet either. But a lot of cool stuff on here. If you're not familiar with this BBC, check it out. This edition is from 1994. Next is Beatles 1. Which has a lot of the top hits on. From Me to You, She Loves You, I Want to Hold Your Hand, Eleanor Rigby, Penny Lane, Hello, Goodbye, Hey Jude, Get Back, Come Together, Let It Be, The Long and Winding Road. This is one I usually have in the car all the time. It's Beatles 1. Next is the early tapes of the Beatles with Tony Sheridan and the Beat Brothers. This is one I don't listen to very much. I wasn't familiar with the songs at all when I picked this up. I bought a couple of CDs off a guy that was selling some Beatles, and he actually had this, so I picked it up. I think I paid $5 for it, and figured it was well worth it. Ready, Teddy, Nobody's Child, Kansas City, Sweet Georgia Brown, Ain't She Sweet, Go Marching, Why. Yeah, this is very, very early period Beatles. The early tapes. And the last one I have of my Beatles CDs is Free as a Bird. Which is actually the last thing I picked up from them a few months back. It's actually they call it a CD single. It only has 4 songs. It has Free as a Bird, I Saw Her Standing There, This Boy, and Christmas Time, It's Here Again. And this one here is from 1995. This is the last thing I picked up from the Beatles. So that's my Beatles discography of what I own from the Beatles. So I'll do a part 2, which will be covering what I own as far as the solo albums from the members. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, take care of yourselves.